Okay, now we're going to take those 5 positions and we're just going to look at groups of 2 strings for now. The first 2 are going to be the low E and the A string, and we're just going to take a simple pattern and then we're going to move it up and down the neck through the 5 positions. So here's the pattern and then we'll break it down. Okay, so starting on the 5th fret on the low E, this is the first position, and we're going to play 5, 8 on the low E, then 5, 7, 5 on the A, then we're going to have 8, 5, 8 on the low E. Okay, now picking for this, we're going to play a downstroke on the 5th fret on the low E, then hammer on the 8th fret. Then we're going to have an up, down, up on the A string. Then we're going to have a downstroke on the 8th fret on the E, pull off to 5, and then hammer on back on the 8. So, okay, try that a little bit faster. Okay, we'll try that a little bit faster. The aim really is to kind of get it as fast as you can get it, but just keep it nice and clean. And then as you get more confident with playing it, then we can start moving it up through the positions. So, okay, and what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be taking that pattern and moving it through the first 5 notes of each position that we looked at. So a slow tempo will look like this. Okay, so a little bit quicker. And up to speed. Okay, if you can get some palm muting in there as well, that can kind of separate the notes a lot more and give it more of a percussive feel, which is definitely kind of what you want to achieve, playing more of a metal style. So let me just play that again, really accenting the palm muting with the right hand. Okay, now we're going to take that pattern and move it to the next group of strings, which will be the D and the G string. Still starting on the first position shape, we're going to have this for the first one. Okay, so this is 5, 7 on the D, 5, 7 on the G. So we're pretty much going to be moving again through the middle of each of the pentatonic shapes. And the next one is going to look like this. Then position 3, position 4, and position 5. Okay, when you join it up with the same pattern as the low E and the A strings that we just looked at, it should sound like this at a slow tempo. Okay, a little bit quicker. And up to speed. Okay, for that exercise, it's a little harder to get the palm muting in, just because your palm's not near the bottom strings, so it's going to sound a little bit more open. But the difference between the low strings and the mid strings with the palm muting kind of allows for that dynamic difference. So playing on the lower strings, it's nice to get the palm muting in there, but as you go higher up the guitar, either towards the floor or towards the body of the guitar, the dynamic changes, so it's quite nice to have that. Okay, now we're going to move to the next group of strings, which is the B and the high E string. Using the same pattern again, moving through positions 1 to 5, slow, this is what it will look like. Okay, a little bit quicker. And up to speed. Okay, on the end there, there's actually a whole step bend on the 8th fret on the B string. Okay, so when you bend up the 8th fret on the B string, just give it some vibrato on the end, just to add a little bit more attitude. Okay, the idea behind practicing the pentatonics like this is just to kind of isolate the actual scale and how it moves up the neck. Breaking it down into 2 string sections just allows you to see in a linear fashion how it goes up the neck, and also adding the sequence in there as well kind of makes it a bit more musical and something that you could probably use in your everyday playing. Also it combats boredom within learning scales, just makes it a bit more interesting and a bit more fun to do.